G'day everybody, SizDog here for Nostalgia Button. In today's video, I reveal to my wife just how many R2D2 incarnations I have, and trust me, there are a lot. Stick around to find out how many.
What you buy this week? Did you get some toys instead of the groceries? I wanted this since I was a kid. Now I live in a box, but at least I chased the dream. I gotta intercept that package, or my wife will leave me and I'll end up on the street. Nostalgia button, let's hit it hard.
Okay, R2D2, let's begin. So I think maybe we'll start off with the little ones first and then we'll progressively get bigger. How's that sound? Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, so first one. So tiny.
Tiny baby one.
There he is. So this one is from the Micro Collection, and that is definitely the smallest representation of R2D2 you will probably find out there.
Screen accurate.
I don't think that one's screen accurate. It hasn't got enough detail, but you know, it's
as close
pretty.
as you can get for something so tiny.
Something so tiny, exactly. And here's another really small one. Again, I don't know where this one came from, but he's definitely small.
You've just accumulated these things. You don't know where they come from. It's just accumulated.
You're like, oh, you like
In your
R2D2, don't you?
You like Star Wars, Dave? Have this.
Have this. I will have that. I'm pretty sure this one is definitely a Kinder Surprise.
No, that is a Kinder Surprise.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
remember that one?
I remember the girls got that one.
It shoots out or something.
Yeah, it's like some kind of little game. They also got another one. I think they got another one. I don't know if you weren't bothered keeping it.
This one here. That's a Kinder Surprise as well.
Oh, no, I mean another one of those, but like a different character.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure about that. But these are both definitely
That's
Kinder
a Kinder
Surprises.
Surprise too.
As well, yes.
It's like R2D2 as a person.
I think it's meant to be like a bear or something.
Yeah, you can like hang it off your phone.
I think that's actually what it is. You're right.
Yeah.
Now, the next ones are quite interesting. This one here is a Shell service station exclusive down in Australia. I don't know if these got an international release. These may be a unique item for the Down Unders. These were keychains, 2005, 2007. And I actually had this on my keychain for years.
Yes, and then it broke.
And then it broke off, yes. It used to have a little chain on it
Yeah.
there. But I actually would carry around this in my pocket.
So you would have that in your pocket, and you would have your phone notification going beep, boop, 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 boop.
Yes!
And everyone's like, this guy's R2D2 crazy.
He loves R2D2. I've had the same message alert on my phone since around 2007. There you go. It probably
it's really
would have been
annoying
the
in the middle
same.
of the night when you forget to put your phone on silent
Oh,
too.
it's, yeah, R2D2s and just whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, very annoying.
They more sounded like a...
And you're like
Wah,
trying to blame it on the person who's messaging you, and you're like, who's messaging me at this time? It's like, why don't you put your phone on silent? And then it doesn't matter who's messaging you at what time.
It's true, it is my fault. Everything's my fault. But, you know, when you get married, you'll learn that. No. So I actually have another one that my buddy Dave Topolsani just gave me. And this one isn't as worn. It's still pretty worn, but it's the same.
Oh, it's exactly the same one.
It's the same one. Yeah, look at that. Except that's my one. And you can see it's definitely seen a little bit more of a battle in my pocket as opposed to... Yeah, I don't think that does anything.
Doesn't do anything?
No, it doesn't do anything.
Oh.
It's all right. You can still kind of see it. So there you go. Now, this next one is very festive. This is for Christmas time. This is an R2D2 Christmas ornament.
Yes, we always put all the normal decorations on the tree, and then Daddy puts his Star Wars decorations on the tree.
Yes, I do. Now, so this one goes on the tree. This is an actual ornament, but the rest of the ornaments that go on are actually these keychains.
From the service station.
From the service station. Because they have a little hook on them.
Yeah.
This one doesn't because it's destroyed. But yeah, they have a little hook. So every Christmas...
You get keychains all over the Christmas tree. Aren't we lucky?
You are lucky.
So lucky.
Now, wow, this is the first one. This is the R2D2 toy from 1977, possibly 1980 or 83, but it's one of. I don't think you can really tell which.
R2D2 is not one of those characters that has changing features throughout the different films. He's pretty standard across all of them.
Yes, his outward appearance is always very much the same. And then obviously we found out in the prequels that he has all these inward appearances that change and make him fly and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. So there you go. All right, I just found this one.
Maybe they got disabled for like the following movies. That's why we got to see them in Revenge of the Sith, but then he'd never used them before in later stories, because even though he used them in those movies, something happened.
They'd broken down.
They'd broken down or got disabled or something.
I like that.
Yeah.
That
Fan
works.
theory.
Fan theory, you heard it here first. This is a Hallmark plush itty bits.
Itty bitties.
Itty bitties from it's R2D2 right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're good fun.
Yeah.
They're just little soft toys for kids.
I mean, look.
They're little soft toys for kids.
Or big kids. Now this one, I don't know what this one is. It's literally just a, stand up and down R2D2.
Doesn't do anything. It's just,
No, we can do that. Way! And he can twist his little head. But there's
make any noise.
no noises.
He's just there.
He's just there, but he's rad and he's part of the collection. All right, let's move on to the heavy hitter.
You can tell which ones are older too, because they're like discoloured.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, this one, my good friend Rick Raleigh.
He's falling apart.
He is. This is an original model kit from the 70s or 80s. I'll put the description at the bottom, exactly when this was released. And my mate Ricky Boy, he was walking home one day after work and someone had placed this in hard rubbish and it was all like destroyed like this. I did fix it, but the hot glue's come off. I'll fix it again another day. And he said, Dave, if you want this, it's yours. You just got to glue it back together. And I did. And it's so cool. Like, you can tell it's old because the plastic's gone that kind of groovy, creamy color, like what guitars go. The Alpine white guitars do the same thing. So eventually all of these will turn this color, but this one has already got it happening like a patina on an old car. You know what I mean? Very cool. So thanks, Ricky Boy. Definitely one of my favorites in the collection.
That one has 3 legs.
It does have 3, but it doesn't come out. So that's why I'm just keeping it in this section of the R2D2 video today, because all of these ones just have 2 legs straight up and down, and then we'll get to the 3-leg version in a minute. This one, another Dave Toppelsani surprise. He brought this in for me at work.
Look out.
Hey!
And then you can get the teeny tiny one, and he can go down the slide. Whee!
You could do that. We don't want to get him lost in there.
He can play in the snow.
He can play inside himself?
Yeah.
That's weird. And so then it's very tricky to get this back in.
So it's just a toy.
Yeah, this one's from Force Awakens era, so it doesn't represent the Force Awakens because this is obviously a Hoth scene that you just saw, but that is definitely Disney-fied version of R2D2. Now we have a couple down there, Danielle, that stand up on 2 feet as well. You want to grab that first one there?
Oh, I broke it.
There?
Oh, I broke it.
There?
Oh, I broke it.
That was already broken.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness.
It's all right. There we go.
And
his leg.
His leg.
So this is a money box. You put the money in there, and away you go. There's R2D2.
You get it out under there.
Yes, you do. There it is. This one I found at the op shop, and I don't think it was broken at the time. It just kind of broke, with wear and tear.
It happens. Things get old. They break.
They break down, man. Exactly. But how cool is he? He's a big one, and we've got one more big one down there too.
That's what she said.
We have a big one down there. That's what she said. Classy. We're getting classy in the channel today.
People who are fans of The Office will get that.
Oh, absolutely. We just finished watching that recently.
Yeah. Now this one, I know the story of this one.
Tell us all about it.
I can tell the story of this one. So, when we went on a holiday to the USA, the plan was we were just going to Disneyland in California, and we had the day there, and it was an unseasonably busy day. We weren't really at the happiest place on earth. We were at the most weightiest place on earth. So when we were in Florida, we realized that Disney World was only 2 hours away.
2 hours.
From our resort. So we got up really early one morning and drove to Disney World and spent 13 and a half hours in Disney World, and it was so much fun.
It was awesome. We got to go on the Star Tours ride, I reckon, about 5 times. And on the 5th time...
The last time I didn't go, I'm like, I can't go on this ride again.
You were getting a bit sick.
I'm just going to sit on a bench and wait for you over here.
Yeah, but you missed out because I actually was the rebel spy the last time. My face was
Well,
displayed.
if I'd gone with you, they might have picked me to be the rebel spy, or they might not have picked either of us.
That's true.
So
at
it was
least
a good thing I didn't go.
Yeah.
Or else you might not have been the rebel spy.
That's it. It was pretty special.
So anyway, while we were walking around Disney Hollywood, is it Disney Hollywood? Was that park that Star Tours was in?
Disney Hollywood Studios.
I
absolutely.
love popcorn. I love popcorn.
She loves popcorn.
And there was a popcorn cart, and you could get your popcorn in an R2D2.
Yes, you could.
And that's
So
what
we
this
grabbed
is.
one.
This is our popcorn R2D2 from Disney World. And I know that was a really long story
It was long. I might need to edit that down a
to
bit.
tell you about a container that holds popcorn,
But
but
this one has sentimental
to
attachment
me,
to her.
this one is important.
And so that's why it deserves a longer story.
That's it.
High five. Nice.
All right.
All right. Let's continue. So this one's only got 2 legs as well. So let's get this one out
Oh,
there.
this one's carded.
Here's a carded the vintage collection
I'm gonna take
R2D2.
it out of its original packaging.
Well, I mean, I let them breathe, and I also keep them mint on card, you know, or mint in box. It depends on the figure, but this one just looks really cool. I really love the artwork on this because it actually has the Return of the Jedi gimmick on top of it when he's on top of in the sail barge serving drinks. Well, I can see you're serving drinks.
Oh, that's what that one's from.
Yeah, that's the
okay.
actual moment in the film. Yeah.
Because the whole time he's hiding a lightsaber in there.
Yes, he is. Choo!
Yeah.
All right,
The whole
now.
time it's his cover. He's like, I'm not hiding lightsabers. I'm serving drinks.
Yeah, I'm just here waiting on tables. I'm not.
I'm not part of a plan to overthrow Jabba and the barge.
Not at all. I'm just an innocent little droid. Boop, 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 boop. Isn't that his whole MO? Throughout the whole
I
saga?
can't even walk fast or properly.
But I'm going to save the day in like multiple times. That's why we love him. Because he is the unsung hero. So this one, check this out. Boop. It's got a light on it.
I couldn't see it.
There it is.
And isn't there one across here, like one on his belly that you can press to?
No, this one's just the...
Oh, this one's the bubble bath
Yeah.
that you wouldn't use because who knows where that was
Smells,
made.
still smells good.
I'm sure it does.
Smell it.
I mean, you
Smells
don't know,
fine.
You don't know where it was.
Dude, oh yeah, I was about to tip it all over it.
You don't
Trying
know.
to see when it was from. This was from Lucasfilm, all rights reserved, and no date marking on it. So
Also,
miscellaneous,
you
I
could,
suppose.
if you have allergies or skin reactions and stuff, you could have a skin reaction to that.
Yeah, you got to
if
be
you
careful.
Don't know. So that's all I'm saying.
So there are two. That's hilarious. There are 2 versions of R2D2 that you can get as a collector. The one with the 3 legs that are out, or the 2 legs. So
You've got both.
We've been looking at all the 2s, and now
Well-
this is the first one with the 3 legs.
You're across both. You're not leg discriminant.
Not at all. No,
Like, I just want R2. 2
I don't
legs,
mind,
3
which-
legs, no legs.
we're happy to go.
We just want him.
This one's very fragile. This bad boy is the.
Yeah, he's coming apart.
He is, but it's like the paper pull-out one.
Yeah.
So that one's very interesting, and it even look at that. It even spins and everything. It's very cool. I think it might be from Clone Wars, possibly.
Don't let the kids near that one.
No, they would destroy it in a second.
You have so. Why do you have so many of these things? Like again, you had so many of the Millennium Falcons. You have so many of the R2D2s. Like,
Yeah.
wouldn't you just get like 1 or 2 representations and be happy?
You would think that, but when it comes to Star Wars collecting, it's hard to just have one of your favorite characters. It's not like I have a million IG-88s. I mean, he's a cool character, and I have a couple of him, but I don't have a million IG-88s.
You still
it's a
have
little
more
bit.
than one.
No, I think I have one. I think I only have one IG-88.
Okay. Well,
actually.
see, that's how you do it. You get one.
Yeah, but when it's one of your all-time favorites, it's like with the wrestling. It's not like you're going to only have one Hulk Hogan in your collection. That's like psycho talk. You need more than one of the heroes, and that's why R2 gets more than one in my collection.
Okay.
All right, see how it all works? It's not like you would only... Oh, I've read one nice romance novel from Maya Banks. I don't need to read any more of hers because, I've already read one of them.
all those stories are different.
There you go. So
And
all
some
of these
them,
are
some of them
different.
continuing on.
There you
from
go.
other
These
stories.
continue on.
They continue on.
That's
They're all
it.
a part of a whole.
So this one here is
This is the one I was thinking of.
Oh. Yeah.
The one that talks.
This is the alarm clock, R2D2.
Do not make that an alarm clock in our room, please. Imagine waking up to that.
Oh, it is quite abrupt.
It's quite abrasive.
Oh, that's a classic.
Oh.
That's my ringtone, I think.
Yeah.
My message. No, it's not. It's called curt, like he's been curt with you.
Oh, he's angry.
He's angry, yeah.
Ooh.
So there you go. I won't press it again, but it goes on for a while. The R2D2 alarm clock. Now, the next R2D2 we have on the show today is the Power of the Force R2D2. Yeah.
So what's the power of the Force? Because there's no movie called The Power of the Force.
No, so the Power of the Force is a line of action figures from the 90s. Mm-hmm. And they were mass produced and everyone bought them and they thought they were going to be, because this was basically the first line of Star Wars toys since 1983. Mm-hmm. So everyone went gangbusters for them and now they're literally worth nothing. They're worth hardly anything.
So
there are some that are rare.
Everyone thought they'd be worth money.
Yeah, because the first ones were so, became so valuable. And look, it was a nostalgic thing because there was no Star Wars toys for like almost 10 years.
Did these get released?
It was a dark time for the Sorry. These get released?
Did these get released in line with the re-releasing into the cinemas?
It was actually before. But then it kind of matched up.
They re-released A New Hope, Empire and Jedi before
In
Phantom,
1997, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were called the special editions.
Yeah, because my dad took me to see... I remember my dad taking me to see A New Hope.
In 1997?
In 1997.
Yeah, he would have,
and
yeah.
we had to sit in the front of the cinema.
Why?
To watch the ship come over us.
It only does that in the first scene.
Yeah, I know.
So you had to watch like this for the rest of the movie.
Yes.
Oh, God, it would have been awful.
That's all right.
It was all right. He wanted to do it.
He wanted to do it. He wanted that. He wanted to give me that experience of like having a giant spaceship like over my head.
Over the top.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. So yeah, this is one of the ones that I did unbox. I actually unboxed this one. It was awesome. Well, took him off the car.
That's also back in the time too when you didn't have assigned seating in the cinemas.
Oh yeah,
You
right.
would just go in and sit wherever you wanted.
Yeah, there was no assigned seating.
Yeah.
First in, best dressed.
Yeah. Or first in, you still sit in the front row,
Yeah,
so you
that's
can have a spaceship like.
so silly.
Hey, lovely memories. Lovely memories.
Lovely memories.
Yeah.
This next one is a giant Hoyt's Disney Force Awakens sippy cup R2D2.
That's what you would have had your lemonade in.
Yeah, so we're kind of getting into like the kitschy things now. This one is a typo light and it lights up. Look at that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Someone gave me that. It's like, you like Star Wars, sis. Here you go.
You can have that.
Thanks. I will have that. Cheers. Okay, so a couple of other ones. Special mention. We have this X-Wing.
Seriously, how many of these things do you have?
And look who's represented right there. Lock X-Files in attack positions.
Is this when he's like, is Luke meant to be in there?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is R2, because it could just be any...
No, so that is R2, because
Yeah.
R2 fixes the ship while you're flying it, right?
That's his job. Yeah, he is an astromech droid, and we learn in episode 1, we actually see him on the top fixing, like the top of the Naboo starfighter. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, it wasn't. No, it was the Royal starship when they're blasting out of Naboo. So let's have a look now.
What about that big one?
Yes, at this big one here. This one, Oh,
It's dirty, dirty, dirty.
it is dirty. I like keeping him dirty, because I feel like he's on Tatooine and he's on his way.
He's working in the moisture farm.
Yeah, he's working in the moisture farm or running away from the moisture farm.
He never actually works at the moisture farm, does he?
I don't believe so. No. But yeah, this is one of the Bunnings.
Poor Uncle Owen.
What's that?
I said poor Uncle Owen.
Well, what about Aunt Beru? She gets toasted as well.
Yeah, poor her as well. You know what I mean. Well,
Yeah.
what I mean, poor Uncle Owen, he buys these 2 droids and they literally ruin his whole life. They take his life away.
Yeah, if they hadn't rolled
If he hadn't have chosen to buy
those 2
3PO and
droids,
R2D2,
he would have just been on his way, no problems.
yeah, farming his moisture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drinking
Farming his moisture. Hey,
You know,
we need moisture on a desert planet.
They get they harvest the moisture from the air, right? Because there's no water on the actual planet.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense because they stick out of the ground.
Yeah.
So this is from Bunnings, and it's a
Coloured one.
garden gnome. That's how
Yeah.
they were promoted.
Because we also have 3PO and Leia.
We have 3PO, we have Leia, and we have a stormtrooper as well.
But Leia's not colourful.
No, they brought them out in 2 different versions. So they had just like grey versions that weren't coloured in,
Yeah.
and then they also had the coloured in ones.
Yeah.
Oh, let's get to the clothes. So I'm wearing my R2D2 t-shirt. Boom. I also have my R2D2 and C3PO black milk leggings, which I actually wear in the Pass Out's one and only film clip. Show me what it's like. I'll splice in a little bit of that right now. Yeah, I wore that in the film clip. And Danielle, you have some clothes too.
I also have some R2D2 black milk leggings,
Mm.
but mine also have BB-8 and C3PO.
So these are Force
So it's
Awakens era
all
stuff.
all the fun droids,
Yeah.
not just the original 2. And I also have a black milk. This is when Black Milk first started collaborating too. We were actually.
This is a vintage piece
Yeah,
now.
this is a black milk R2D2 bathing suit. The first lot. The first one they did. They did a 2.0 afterwards, but this was the first.
Because this
round.
one's more of like a line drawing, and then
Yeah.
they went to more of a realistic kind of 3D
Yeah, and I think it
kind
had
of
a
thing
colour.
change
Yeah.
as well.
But I remember when they were launching this. This was one of their first collabs, I think.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was there. They hadn't
And-
had many licenses yet.
We were in Scotland at the time, and you actually rang your mum
Oh, really?
and got your mum to go online and buy it all.
Oh, I
Buy
remember that,
buy
yes.
the bathers, and I have a C3PO bathing suit as well, and those.
And we were so excited because we were like, oh, we better not miss out
I
on the
would've missed
drop.
out.
So we got my mum to buy them
Yeah,
while
and
we were in Scotland.
We would have missed out if she hadn't done that for us.
They were gone.
They were gone.
Now we got them.
Yeah, that's it.
That brings us to the end.
Are you sure that's everything?
That is pretty much everything, yes. That brings us to the end of this video for Nostalgia Button. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. Please don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe with those bell notifications turned on. There's only one last thing to do. Almost forgot. I'm going to take a sip out of my R2D2 coffee mug.
That's what you get for being a smile.
And my R2D2 Ghost up. I'll see you next time on Nostalgia Button. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.